I want to move to a ridiculous story.
Ooh, okay.
Do you hear about this Quentin Tarantino, Paul Dano stuff?
Oh my gosh, what a little bitch.
I don't understand it.
Why? Why
I
be
don't,
mean?
but
I
I
know
don't,
I just called him a little bitch, which is mean too, but
right.
that's reactive.
But I don't understand it. So let's talk about this, because Quentin Tarantino, what is this? All right, hold on. Echo frames. Quentin Tarantino unleashed on Paul Dano. He says he is weak sauce. So just hearing him say that, it's kooky, man. Weak sauce, kooky. So there you go. Where the hell is it? Where did it go? Who the hell is this? Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
All right. Quentin Tarantino isn't shy about his disdain for Paul Dano. He received ire when the legendary filmmaker sat down on the Bret Easton Ellis podcast to discover his top 10 movies of the century. Tarantino picked There Will Be Blood as his fifth favorite film from 2000 on, and stressed the film would have been higher if it wasn't for a big, giant flaw, Paul Dano. Dano starred opposite Daniel Day-Lewis, who won an Oscar for his performance. Tarantino, 62, said the two were not on equal footing. Obviously, it's supposed to be two-hander, and it's also so drastically obvious that it's not a two-hander, the director said. He is weak sauce, man. He's a weak sister. The U.S. Today has reached out for Dano for a comment. Tarantino wasn't finished, later calling Little Miss Sunshine actor uninteresting and saying Austin Butler would have been better for the role. Ellis attempted to push back on the criticism, noting the weight of Daniel Day-Lewis's role, but the filmmaker wasn't convinced. He said, so you put him with the weakest male actor in SAG? Tarantino countered, I'm not saying he's giving a terrible performance. I'm saying he's giving a non-entity performance. Asked if he liked Dano in other roles, Tarantino couldn't think of any and listed other actors he's not a fan of. I don't care for him. I don't care for Owen Wilson. I don't care for Matthew Lillard. Taking shots at my boy, Matthew Lillard? Come on, man.
Sweetest
Dano,
man.
He's the best. Can't take a shot at Matthew Lillard. You lost me. You lost me on Lillard. You lost me on Lillard. Dano received a come on, damn Goldie Hawn thing. You really want me to talk about Goldie Hawn? Anyway, I lost this stupid thing. It doesn't matter. The point is, he's taking shots at people.
Yeah.
And people, look, we love Tarantino because he's honest, he's unfiltered, and his style is honest and unfiltered. That's what he does. I think this is bullshit. I think it's bullshit. I think that the reason I think it's bullshit, this isn't a criticism of somebody. This is a clear vendetta or something. Like this, he has something against this person. I don't know why, what that is, but you're a director, and you know that, especially, you're not just a director, you're Quentin Tarantino. You know, your words are going to have the articles, they're going to turn into big articles, and you know that they're going to get back to this guy. I don't understand it. I don't know why he would do it. This was personal. This wasn't a director saying, oh, okay. Like I believe that he doesn't, he's not a fan of Owen Wilson and Lillard, but he didn't destroy their lives within seconds of talking. He's like, I'm not a fan of Lillard. I'm not a fan of him. There's actors I'm not a fan of that don't resonate with me. And I've said so too, and I've said, okay, their performance, and I kind of tune out when I watch it. But this was like, there's vitriol behind it, right?
Yeah. It feels that way. And also, I am taking acting classes in North Hollywood. Paul Dano is in no way, shape, or form the worst, most boring actor in SAG-AFTRA.
Not even close.
There's so many other actors in this union. You can say, I really enjoyed There Will Be Blood, but I feel like Daniel Day-Lewis was let down by the supporting cast. That's a much nicer way to say exactly what he said. And to your point too, maybe that's not Tarantino, right? He's not very PR trained. He says what he wants to say. That's fine. It just felt, and I gotta say, I only read the quote. I haven't listened to him do the interview or anything. I can't imagine a world where this was said in a fun, avuncular of way.
No way.
But it does feel personal and mean and rude. And there are certainly actors too who I've said, I don't like that actor. I think they're boring and I don't enjoy watching their work. But this seemed more about him. And by the way,
Tommy Wiseau is in SAG. So
exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
It did feel more about him than about his work. Because there are certainly actors who I've gone on to say, I've enjoyed this person in this, but gosh, their other stuff, I've not gotten anything from them. I haven't enjoyed them.
Kris.
Is that your DoorDash?
Yes. Take it.
You got it. But yeah, I just feel like if you don't have anything nice to say, maybe don't say it. And maybe that is a very, very naive, kindergarten-y kind of take on things. But and we all don't always do it. I know I screw up sometimes and I say some mean shit. But life is too short. Just talk about the stuff that you like. It's easier to pivot, I think. I would be really interested to know what everyone else in the chat is thinking about this too. It just was such a weird left field thing to me of like, why are we even talking about this? I'd love to know the films that inspire Tarantino and get him excited and what he liked. And that list of his movies is actually really, really interesting. It's a fun, varied list. But I feel like looking at those actors and really going at them and taking those cheap shots, it just kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know. Yeah. It's not my favorite, guys.
Okay, sorry. So
No worries.
yeah, it was weird. It was weird, and I think that, I mean, and I don't know, because I had reached out to Roca when this thing happened. He said it's something and I'm not gonna dive deep into this because it's just not a conversation I'm gonna have. But apparently, I think what he thought, and I'm sure he'll talk about, he might have talked to us on a hot mic already. I guess Dano is very pro-Palestine, where Tarantino is very pro-Israel.
Oh.
So that might be a thing. I
Okay.
don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe this is just somebody who just doesn't like this person and wanted and decided, hey, I'm gonna take a shot and just say it. You got, the thing is, you could say, look, if we were if tons of people do this, you're having a conversation off air, whatever it might be, people who are just not on air, and you go, I don't like that guy. He's the worst. I think he's one of the worst actors of all time. But you're not Quentin Tarantino. You don't have your words don't carry that kind of weight. And it's also, like you said before, you could also say, even because I think your words, what you said about the supporting cast, everything, you could, but you could, if you wanted to be more specific, you could say, look, I'll be honest, I've just never been a Paul Dano guy. I didn't know. I think maybe he was miscast. Like I didn't in that particular role, didn't work for me. There's a certain actor sometimes I don't respond to him. I didn't respond to that guy. But that's not what he said. He's the worst actor. That was somebody, I'm coming after you right now. Get ready. And it was a bit bizarre. So
That's weird.
yeah. Again, where you lost me, because you lost me on the Matthew Lillard stuff, because Matt's my boy.
Giving out dad hugs at horror conventions to
That's my
people who
boy.
need them. Like, what
Yeah.
a sweetie pie.
Yeah,
Come
and
on,
Owen Wilson.
man.
Owen Wilson's great too. I mean, but he did with those two what I just said. He did I'm not a big fan of those. I don't like them. But he didn't say they're the worst actors of all time and the weak sauce and this. And it's like, I mean, pretty much just like kick the guy in the balls. But actually, I was going to go away from that story, but apparently there was a follow-up to that. And I think Simu Liu responded to it. Is Simu Liu in Batman too?
What?
Oh no. He's not. Okay.
Okay.
It's like, no. Oh no. Is it this? Okay. I think Variety screwed this up a little bit. Maybe. Let's see. We'll find out in a moment. But here it is. So Paul Dano is defended. The Batman 2 writer. Okay, here we go. Simu Liu and more share praise after Quentin Tarantino slams him as the worst effing actor in SAG. So people are now coming to his side. Hollywood is coming to the defense of Paul Dano after Tarantino slammed the performer as the worst effing actor in SAG. As cinephiles flocked to social media to champion Dano's performances, especially Prisoners. Man, he was so creepy. Marvel's Shang-Chi star Simu Liu joined the chorus of support by posting on X. I don't know, man. I think Paul Dano is an incredible actor. Matt Tallman, the screenwriter who is also working with Matt Reeves on Batman Part 2, also defended him on X by writing, I'm really pleased to see so many people cheering on Paul Dano this week. Not only is he a terrific actor, but an astonishing director who exudes control and tremendous empathy. What was the Spielberg movie that just came out about Spielberg? That was it was like what was it called? Oh man, there was the one that he did. It was about like his life. Chris, remember that one?
Oh my gosh, it's the last name. Jeez Louise, why is my brain not working?
The Fablemans, is that what it was called?
Fablemans, thank you. Oh my gosh.
So Paul Dano was the dad, and that was great in that too. He was great in that. He's great Prisoners. He's great. I mean, Paul Dano's great. Check out Wildlife if you haven't seen it. Dano stars as the Riddler in Reeves' The Batman, so he shares a connection with the sequel co-writer Tomlin. It's not yet confirmed whether or not Dano and the Riddler will be back for the follow-up, which recently announced that Scarlett Johansson, talk about that early in just a bit, is in early talks for a major role opposite Robert Pattinson as Batman. Tarantino slammed Dano while talking about There Will Be Blood, where the director chose the 5th best movie, yada, 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 called him the big flaw. We did all that already. Oh, you put him in the weakest effing actor, the limpest dick in the world. We didn't read that quote before. I'm not saying,
Wow.
he just really went after him. So everybody's defending him, rightfully so. I mean, similar to me, that's fair. I don't know, man. I think Paul Dano is incredible. That was very nice of him to do and step out there too. But
Yeah.
like people are coming to his aid, and rightfully so. And this will not hurt Paul Dano in the slightest. In fact, I think it'll actually help him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Just people being like,
help.
no, I really like Paul Dano. Oh, I should call him to be in my stuff. Oh, we should set up a meeting. Not like he's hurting for work.
No.
He's
No, what would be great is if Tarantino put him in a movie. That would be great.
Yeah.
If they wound up actually working together down the line, that would be amazing.
Oh, it'd be hilarious if this was just a big PR stunt.
It would be hilarious if that was the case. But I'm probably never going to have it. Anyway, what do you guys make about this whole fiasco? I'm going to enough time to call things fiasco these days, but this is a fiasco. Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right, I'm so excited to find new gifts for people in the holiday season, and I know people are looking for gifts. They're running around right now. I get it. You're like, what am I going to get for somebody that I know that they're going to like? It's stressful. Trust me, I got it. Aura Frames. It is the one that you're going to get for somebody, and you're going to feel like, oh, they really thought about me when they got this. I have a problem when it comes to searching for my mom. What is she gonna like? I don't know. And I'm like, you know what? Getting her a frame. She's gonna love it. She's got so many great pictures from the past and things she could use. It's amazing. So here's the beauty about it. Yep, you can upload unlimited photos and videos to this thing. You just have to download the Aura app, and it connects right to the Wi-Fi. You can preload the photos before they ship out. You can personalize your gift. You want to put a message in there. It's amazing. You can share photos and videos, no problem whatsoever. You can go right from your phone, and it's all year round. And there's a gift box included. That's pretty cool, too. Every frame that comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag. So for a limited time, you can save on the perfect gift. You got to visit auraframes.com. You're going to get $35 off of Aura's best-selling Carver matte frame. It's named #1 by Wirecutter. You got to use the code, though, Kristian at checkout. That is auraframes.com. Promo code Kristian. Now, this deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames do sell out real fast. So if you order yours now to get in time for the holidays, you're going to appreciate it. Support the show by mentioning us at the checkout. Terms and conditions apply.